Hey, what's good with y'all young boys? It's your boys. You already know we on this grind to 100 subscribers. You already know we on this grind to 100 subscribers. Yeah, I was talking to my friend the other day. He was like, "Yo, you make like 3 videos a day. Do you even go to class?" I'm like, "Bro, if I went to class, I would post 10 videos a day easily, simple." I don't even post 3 videos a day. I swear. I don't post 3 videos a day. I think I post like 3 videos like every other day. Like every other day. Now I post so many videos at one time in case like I miss an upload. In case why I just can't upload anymore. You know what I'm saying? In case when you know in case I get busy and I just can't upload for that day, I'm just like, all right, I got hella videos. It don't matter.
Members.
What am I talking like? I get no views. I get no views. I get absolutely no views. I get like 3 views a video. No, I get 2 views. I get 1 view a video. And you know who's that 1 view? That 1 view was me. Simple. It's like now I get like 6 views. I got a loyal fan base of 6 people who watch me. I love you guys. Fucking real shit. Today we're gonna be reacting to the top 10
We are
point
going
guards
to be
for
going
the
through
18,
our top
19
10
season.
point guards in the NBA going into
This
next
video
season.
is long as
So
shit.
doesn't really matter too much about what they did last year. It is all about what this upcoming season is going to look like. So without further ado, let's get into number 10 for our
Give me
top
some
10
water,
point
baby.
guards for the 2018-2019 season. And at number 10, we have John Wall. Now, John Wall only played 41 games last year.
John Wall, oh my gosh, is this nigga stupid? Is he stupid? Jonathan Wallerton? Jonathan Wallerton? What? He's number 10. Oh, what? He's number 10. Bro, he's not number 10. He's not number 10, bro. Yo. Okay. Hey, this how it be like when you get on YouTube.
At
You see this
28
shit happen
years
to me all
old,
the
a
time.
fully healthy team, an Eastern Conference without LeBron James, and now he finally has a good center. Regardless of what I told you about Dwight Howard
He
and the
has a
locker
good
room blowing
bro.
up, Dwight Howard
He's
would
hot
be the
five.
best center that John Wall has ever played with
Don't know
since
shit
college.
about that.
Easily. He's never had a better center than Dwight Howard. I mean, he's been stuck with Marcin Gortat and Ian Mahinmi and all these terrible guys down low who just can't move and they just can lay something in off the glass. So John Wall is going to have a really fun time this year. A lot of great pieces around him. Bradley Beal coming back healthy.
He doesn't have
Porter
any
coming back
talent in his
healthy.
team.
They
The man
drafted Brett Brown,
averages
who's
like
going
10
to help him
assists a
on the
game.
wing. Kelly Oubre Jr.
Now he
is
got
hopefully
Dwight
going to take
Howard,
another
yo.
step forward. So John Wall, I think
Dwight
I've always
Howard
thought
playing
that
on
John
the
Wall,
veterans
if
minimum,
he
that's
had
crazy.
better coaching throughout his NBA career,
Dwight
could have
Howard,
ended
I
up
want you to
with
play
a
for the
Chris
Warriors.
Paul-esque
I wouldn't
kind of
even be
career.
mad.
I really do.
Well,
I mean,
like,
he
if
always
Dwight
had the
Howard played for
ability.
the
He had the
Warriors,
speed. He
I
had the
dead ass
scoring
would not
ability.
be
He
mad.
had the passing ability, and he had the court vision. I just don't
think
think
he's some
he had
rushes
the
real quick, you know
natural
what I'm
floor
saying?
general
Yeah.
abilities that Chris Paul had, and never had the
And then
proper
stacky
NBA
stack,
head
baby.
coach to teach him.
Shut the fuck up. You shit like that white boy off of Boy Meets World, old ugly ass. That shit just blew me. You said John
Dead
Wall.
ability. So we'll see
The
what happens with
disrespect.
John Wall this upcoming season, but I would expect him to have a better year than he did last year. And don't be surprised if he ends up being one of the best players in the Eastern Conference this year. He is really primed for a great season coming up in 2018-2019. All right, let's get to number 9. He finally got healthy. He finally got his money right, and he balled out. Drew Holiday coming in at number 9 on our list.
Drew Holiday's not better than John Wall. Now you smoking wild dick.
For the best point guards going
You
into this
smoking
season.
wild
He
dick.
had a stellar year last year, and he is going into this year with a great team.
This nigga's better. No. John Wall is so much better than this nigga. You want me to tell you why? Look who we got on his team. And John Wall is averaging more points and more assists. You have Anthony Davis on your team. John Wall has more on goal top.
Surrounded by a ton of people, already one of the best defensive point guards in the NBA. It's taken Jrue Holiday a couple of years with the Pelicans to really get back to where he was with the 76ers. But last year we saw what we had always expected Jrue Holiday to do, and I expect him to do that and more going into next year. He has a great team with Antoine Moore, Anthony Davis, Nicole Mirotic, his shooters on the wing. He also has a lot of great players down low in terms of Julius Randle, bringing in a guy like Tony Carr from Penn State in the draft. Jrue Holiday is going to feast this year in the Western Conference. I know the West is good. I know that most of the great point guards that we have in the NBA today are in the West, but Jrue Holiday is going to be one of those players this year. I think he's going to take a massive step forward. Just there aren't a lot of guys all-time amazing ability, but this kid can really play. And once he got healthy last year, he was an absolute stud. So Jrue Holiday, my number 9 point guard going into
John Wall
this
is better
season.
than
All right,
this
let's go to number 8 on my list.
Bro, he had one good season. He had one good season. And you're going to say he's... What is he doing with shit like that?
His points per game went down pretty considerably last year.
This is because you said that. Hold up. This because you said that. This because you said that. I'm still on this. Nigga said Jrue Holiday was better than John Wall. You don't know shit about basketball. Well, what's that video that Aaron had? You need to read more about basketball. You need to read this book about the guy to basketball because you don't know nothing about because you clearly don't know nothing about basketball. Whatever that video is, that's my response. This nigga, that's some bullshit. Fat John Wall had a better season.
You fellas look nice today.
My college buddy's getting married.
On game day.
It just hold up. What the fuck? That nigga Kyle Lowry's fucking ass. That nigga's fucking ass. You see these numbers, man? Not the flat. Bro, notice when Kyle Lowry actually played in the fucking system, right? In the fucking system, his shit went down. What the? Better than y'all. Better than y'all. What up?
He's never really been the flashiest player. Not really his style, and getting in ball movement and defense, the boring sides of point guard that you don't like watching on NBA TV.
Defend.
These are all the things that Kyle Lowry does best. And I find it very interesting that DeMar DeRozan was the one who ended up getting traded to the Spurs, because in reality, Kyle Lowry is
he has no
star
offense.
here. I mean, he is
Kyle Lowry has no fucking offense. Nobody wants Kyle Lowry. This nigga's some ass.
I mean, he is an incredible passer, great dribbler, a good shooter as well.
Notice when they actually have a system, when he actually has a system, instead of just relying on him to shoot threes, what happens?
Obviously, they had Kawhi
his stats go down.
It could have sucked to not have DeMar DeRozan. They had great chemistry, obviously, both on and off the court. But I think Kyle Lowry is in line for another great season. I think he fits perfectly into Nick Nurse's offense. I don't know what his three-point shooting ability is going to be this year. He is going into his age 32 season, but if he's going to have one more great year of NBA point guard play, this is going to be that one more year. I think you'll start seeing a little bit of a decline in years to come, but this should be the last year for him in terms of
he's already declining.
All right, that's number 8 at Kyle Lowry. Let's go to number 7 on my list. I've never been able to stop talking about this guy. I am still his biggest fan. I will always be his biggest fan. I fell in love with him during the Big East tournament way back when. Kemba Walker coming in at number 7, the point guard for the Charlotte Hornets. Maybe one of the...
He's the most underrated player in the NBA.
Probably one of the most underrated players in the NBA, and I also think one of the most disrespected players in all of basketball. Every single year, this guy has done nothing but improve as a scorer, as a leader, as a face of a franchise. He has become one of the premier scorers at the guard position
I'm not mad about
in the
this
NBA,
one.
especially at the point guard spot. And I think it's so weird how the Hornets have treated him since he's been on the team. They've never surrounded him with elite talent. He's been involved with trade talks the past 2 seasons.
I mean, because think about it, they're trying to rebuild. Like they've been in a rebuilding for like what 10 years. For like the past what 10? For like the past 10 years, no, it wasn't 10 years because I think they won like 50 games, like what 11 or 12. It was either between 11 or 14. They had somewhat mediocre seasons. They had somewhat decent seasons. Like I think they won 50 games at least one time.
Finally,
right? But like Kemba Walker, but I
the
wish they
Hornets
would've
came to his
Walker
senses
personally.
and realized that we should probably, build around this guy.
No, I don't think
And not just trade him away. So now they're talking about giving him an extension. He's also massively underpaid. He's 29 years old, and he gets paid $12 million a year as one of the best point guards in basketball. So Kemba Walker is going to get the bag next offseason. I predicted that he's going to get 5 years, upwards of $190 million.
I think they're going to trade him this season
for what he's allowed to get as a player who's played 7 to 9 years in the NBA. So Kemba Walker deserves to get played. And if his
I think he's going to get hold of
Isaiah Thomas. Voted to this Hornets team, and he wants to be here. He shut down any rumors of him going to the Knicks next offseason. He said it this offseason, saying, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay in Charlotte. And if the Hornets have any intelligence in their front office, they'll be keeping Kemba Walker in Charlotte for the rest of his career. So we have Kemba Walker coming in at number 7. Let's go to number 6. I guess, is he now the reigning Rookie of the Year? I don't know how the word reigning works, but I guess he's the reigning Rookie of the Year. That's Ben Simmons. That you need as a guard in the NBA. But think about it. Instead of asking, or saying to yourself, he can't shoot. Think about what he was able to do without the ability to shoot. This dude almost averaged a triple-double as a rookie without the ability to shoot. He averaged 16.
Is he going to put Lonzo in here? Because Lonzo averaged like 10, 7, and 7. Is he going to put Lonzo top 5 now?
Ben Simmons
Are you
trying
going
to
to
shoot
put
a jump
Lonzo
shot?
top 5?
It looks like me trying to shoot a jump shot with my wrong hand, and I can't.
Bro, I'm surprised Ben Simmons is able to dominate as the way he does. Because Ben Simmons, when you think about it, he's not hard to check for real. He's really not hard to check in my opinion. For Ben Simmons, what I would do, I would tell my point guard to go under screens. I wouldn't even give him this. Bro, till he pulls and shoot the shot. I'm telling you, like, pick him up. Like, all he does is just do pick and rolls and just kick it out. People say LeBron does the same thing. No, LeBron can shoot a J in your face. LeBron can overpower you. Ben Simmons, he overpowers point guards. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he was matched up with somebody his size, he's not overpowering shit. Like, the only reason Ben Simmons looks so OP is because he plays point guard. It's because they put him at point guard. But he's not gonna play point guard with Markelle. I don't think he'll play point guard
at all. But Ben Simmons, and in terms of a modern NBA point guard,
I don't think he'll play point guard.
He might play shooting guard. Opposite of Steph Curry.
He might play small forward.
Opposite of a Russell Westbrook or a Chris Paul. He's his own player. He's so unbelievably unique. It's really exciting to see a guy like him be able to perform at the level that he's been to. Not to mention, he's already maybe one of the 3 to 4 best defensive point guards in basketball. He can also defend maybe all 5 positions by next season. The dude is 6'8" at 22 years old, is an NBA point guard.
You're sucking his dick right now. You sucking his dick, now he nutted in your mouth. Stop it. He said 1 through 5.
Averaging 16, 8, and 8. You're not going to find that every day. Ben Simmons doesn't grow on trees. Like, he is a really special player, and
But Ben Simmons has he has a lot of talent around him. Like, he has shooters around him. You know what I'm saying? For him, I find it more impressive that John Wall does it than him because he has shooters around him. He plays in the system. It's like when LeBron was in, he plays in a system similar to LeBron in Miami. Like, wait, you know how LeBron just had hella shooters around, or all he had to do was just kick it out and shit? Everybody in that starting lineup can shoot
threes. He does get a jump shot. I think we get a small one as the years go on, kind of similar to what Tony Parker did, maybe a floater or a small elbow jumper. Ben Simmons is going to be the best point guard in the
all
NBA.
Ben Simmons needs is a
Maybe in
mid-range.
2
He don't need a
seasons,
three.
maybe by the end of next season, who knows? But Ben Simmons is here to stay. And I don't think he necessarily needs a jump shot because he's already so great without one. But we're going to see a really
No, he needs a jump shot. I'm telling you, he needs a jump shot. When the league starts catching up with him, when he stops, because Ben Simmons, he's not as athletic. Like his athleticism is above average. It's above average. It's not exceptional, but it's above average. So when people start catching up to him, there's gonna be guys who's gonna be way more athletic. Especially as the game evolves, there's gonna be guys who gets more athletic. So I think he needs to have some sort of skill because when you look at the game, there's starting to be bigger and bigger point guards who can match up with you now. And you can take advantage of these small point guards now, but when the game evolves in I think 5 years, in like 3 to 5 years, and you start seeing people around your size who are strong enough to like stop you going to that paint, what you gonna do now? And especially if you're gonna change positions, because you're not gonna be point. I don't think you'll be point guard. I think Markelle will be point guard over you. You'll just play small forward. So now you're playing people your size.
fun progression for Ben Simmons, 10 point
Tell you,
guard
it's gonna be
for
tough
this
for you.
upcoming season.
It's gonna be tough for you.
An incredible stat. The Rockets were
Chris Paul is 5. Chris Paul is at least the furthest I put Chris Paul is like 4 or 3. Let me see Steph.
50-8 when Chris Paul played last year. 50-8. Unbelievable record for a guy who's had a lot of injury problems in the NBA.
He gonna put
or in his
Lonzo
NBA
in
career.
because
I would argue, and I think
Lonzo
this
had
actually
10, 7, and 7,
been
right? That's what blows me. That the hypocrisy of this fucking nerd.
repeated by multiple people as well. Chris Paul is the unluckiest player in the history of basketball. In the history of
You know who the unluckiest player is? Is that nigga who Kemba Walker, my nigga.
basketball.
Kemba Walker's
Out of question, the unluckiest player. He finally gets a good team with the New Orleans Hornets, and
See,
the
Kemba
team just
Walker
falls
is
apart.
DeMarcus
Can't get past the
Cousins,
Spurs.
There's
with
some
him
other
and
players
Tyson
too. I
Chandler.
just
They
don't
weren't.
know.
They just couldn't move on.
I just
He
can't name him on the
eventually
spot.
gets to be able to get to a West Conference Finals the last two. As a member that. Let's start to get really into the thick of the best point guards in the NBA. Number 4, it is Kyrie Irving. So we saw Kyrie.
I feel like this is hard.
This year really take a
feel like
step
this is
forward.
hard, honestly.
I think in
Kyrie-
terms of his overall maturity on the court.
Kyrie can defend when he wants to. That's it. I don't think defense was ever in the question. I think it was just like, does he want to play defense? And plus, when you play with LeBron, what I've noticed is that they don't defend. When LeBron, I'm telling you, they don't. I don't know why. They just can't
Once
defend.
LeBron left, they were complete garbage. They were terrible. Like they were horrible. I mean, the dude's teams on the Cavs, once LeBron left, were maybe bottom 3 rosters in the NBA. So all of a sudden, Kyrie Irving gets picked up by the Celtics, one of the 3 best rosters in basketball, one of the 3 best coaches in all of basketball.
Coaches. He's the best. I think he's the best
And
coach.
look what
in the NBA.
happens. The dude takes a big step forward. Look what happens when you put coaching and mix it with a really good player.
I think
I think last year we saw a huge uptick in his overall efficiency.
I just think that he had more incentive to like play defense and shit like that. Cause like, I think playing for the Cavs, like, it's something about the Cavs we just don't know about because nobody defends.
Kyrie Irving,
Like nobody
shot
plays
3
defense for some reason.
Guys, that Damian Lillard is amazing.
Damian Lillard's not top 3. Damian Lillard's not top 3. Like, granted, he was underrated, but Damian Lillard's not top 3. He was underrated for the longest. I put him in what's his name? The guy who plays for Charlotte. I forgot. I don't know why I want to say Michael Simba for some reason, but fucking what's his name? Who plays for the whatever his name is?
I'm
I
serious.
think those two
His
are under.
stats from
A lot
last
of
year
those
to the
two are
year
the most
before
underrated.
really aren't all that different from one another. They aren't. His shooting percentage is about the same. His points per game is about the same, as is his total.
Because he's always been nice.
First team this year and was number 4 in NBA. A little out of hand, and when things got a little in the NBA,
he folded in
take a
playoffs,
step back going into next season. But again, this isn't top 10 teams for this upcoming season. 2 on our list.
I don't think he's
maybe a little bit controversial, but I just
Westbrook.
I love this guy. I love Russell Westbrook.
You gonna put Westbrook? Westbrook is no. I think Chris Paul is better. I can name Chris Paul is better than Westbrook. John Wall's better than Westbrook. Who else? Shit. Damian Lillard. I take Damian. Bro, there's so many point guards. I would even take Lowry trash ass over Westbrook.
Such a dynamic and magnetic player to watch in the NBA. I have never seen it.
But for a little, I'm really a fan of Russell Westbrook
because he plays dominant point guard in the NBA.
I think being a guy who has fundamentals, who understands basketball,
point guard.
I respect guys.
That's the body type he has. That's the ferociousness that he plays the point guard position with. No one is more fun to watch dunk the ball in game than Russell Westbrook. There just isn't anyone. Just the energy and the fire and the passion that he puts into the game every single night.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like an Odell Beckham Jr., where people, my emotional 5 rebounds would be one of the number 1 for this season.
That nigga's just emotional. He's emotional.
It's Steph Curry. When healthy, he is the best point guard in the NBA. I'd actually argue that when healthy,
I mean, just having him on the floor, he don't even gotta be healthy, yo. Like, bro, he don't even gotta be healthy. He could be hurt. Just having him on that floor and just knowing, bro. Because you know what? You're gonna go for every.
Outside of LeBron James, he is the most impactful player in all of basketball.
Outside of LeBron.
Since the start of his NBA career, that's incredible.
I think. What do you mean by you mean on this team or like in basketball in general? If we talk about basketball in general, Stephen Curry is the most impactful player right now. He's the most. Stephen Curry is the most impactful player. If we talk about basketball as a whole, like as a culture, but if we talk about like on the team, he's not that impactful though. Because I mean, of course, in the Warriors, you're not gonna really see. I'm not gonna say we're not gonna see the difference, but I wouldn't say he's the most impactful on the team. I mean, he's the engine, but it's like the Warriors are so stacked. Stephen Curry could play half the season. Stephen Curry could play like 10 games and he still like get 50 wins. You know what I'm saying? Because you got like Kevin Durant, you got Klay Thompson, you got Draymond, you got plus you got DeMarcus. It's like
correct. Since the start
I wouldn't say he's
of the
impactful
Warriors dynasty,
I don't know. But if we talk about basketball as a whole in general, he's the most impactful basketball player of this generation. Because look, if you watch Baller's Life, watch shit like that, and you're gonna see kids shooting from like 40, 30
talking about 5
kids
years
are putting
ago,
in their games against
Steph Curry is the highest winning percentage of any single player in the NBA when he plays.
It's because he
of close to
I feel like that's
5%. One Warriors team, not that 17 games, they lost 4 their last one.
I feel like there's so many.
Steph Curry to me is still the best point guard in the NBA, and I think that when he is healthy,
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I feel like
the
there's
most
so many
impactful
factors
player outside of LeBron James. Now, if you're wondering and saying, "Oh, where?"
I don't like this guy. This was a trash list. This was an ass list. In fact, this was an ass list, my nigga. You said Hugh Holiday, Kyle Lowry. Who else? Bro, John Wall. If you would have put John Wall at 6, I wouldn't be mad. Damian Lillard shouldn't be high. Damian Lillard's like 8. Yeah, I'll put Damian Lillard at like 8 or 9. The reason why is because he folded in the playoffs. That's the reason. That's the reason why I would put him there, because he folded in the playoffs. And I think you're giving Jrue Holiday too much credit, in my opinion. Because Jrue Holiday has decent talent, and his stats aren't even as good as like John Wall's. And you saying he's a good defender, like I think you're giving him too much credit. I think the reason why people say that is because Damian Lillard. But you gotta remember they got Rondo on their team. Playoff Rondo is you don't want to see playoff Rondo. But yeah, this is the end of the video. Like, subscribe. Ooh. Hey, it's the end of the video.